What's going on, everybody? It's me, Will, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video, and there's kind of a funny reason that I'm getting back to doing it. And well, first and foremost, I was like banned for 2 months. I got back, and then immediately got banned again because I was in a group where we give each other terrible advice, and a girl posted that there was some weirdo DMing her asking for nudes. What should she do? And I said send nudes, and I got banned for a month for saying that, even though it was a sarcasm group or a comedy group. So that's where we're at now as a society, right? Is everything is a trigger, right? And we're trying to like customize the world, right, to fit how we want to see it. Does that sound right, though? You know, because whatever it is that you're doing, you know the world you're walking out into. Now, not to say we shouldn't wish to like change the world, but know what you're walking into. You know, with all these people that want to be respected and have these weird pronouns, and people that are offended if you say the wrong thing when you don't even know these people, you know, from anyone else. See, here's the thing, is that when we're out living our lives, I'm living my life, you're living your life, right? That's separate. So we can not be a part of each other's lives. You know, sorry, I'm a little buzzed right now, but we're separate, and we can pass by on the street and whatever. I'd like to keep to myself and do my own thing. Jesus, I'm high. Sorry. But I guess basically the thing is like, why should I have to play along with what you're doing, right? Like, if you decided today that you were born a man, and you decided today that you are a woman, like, and I accidentally address you as a man, purely accidentally, which is something that I wouldn't even do on purpose, like to, you know, this isn't going where I thought it was gonna go. Okay, hold on. So, I guess what I'm trying to say here is you can't customize the world for your own liking. And you know, if you want to live as a different sex or something, I get it, and that's cool, and be happy. But once you start to pull other people into it, you know, like, everybody's got to abide by these certain new rules that have been set by these far left psychopaths, that are actually trying to change the world into something different. And the thing is it's kind of like, you know, everyone should be included, and we should be inclusive. I absolutely believe that. But I shouldn't have to learn your pronouns because we're on different tracks, right? I guess it's like, okay, here's kind of what happened that kind of set me on this. I was at a buddy's house, and he was watching someone on Twitch, And I was like, that girl is not that great of a streamer. And he's like, that's a man, he's trans, and I mean, I know he's probably gonna watch this, and I'm not mad that you said that, but that's just kind of where the world is now, is I'm supposed to know that. Like, I'm just kind of innocently saying, I think the streamer sucks, and I need to get corrected. Because I guess that's where we're at. Like, and the thing is, yeah, I think that you should be more comfortable in your skin. That what I say doesn't affect you that much, or what I do doesn't affect you that much. Not even saying I am someone who would go against people who just want to live their lives the way they want to. Because I want to live my life the way that I want to. And the way that I want to is to not really mind your business, or whatever you are or aren't calling yourself, and whatever you are or aren't doing, and whatever you are or aren't into, it's not my business. And honestly, like, I don't want you to make it my business, and I don't want you to try and, like, teach me how to address you because of your lifestyle that you've chosen. I'm opting out. I'm doing my own thing. I'm opting out. Just like we've opted out of work for COVID, or, you see an athlete, like, oh, I'm opting out of this season because of COVID. I'm opting out of this. I'm opting out. And the thing is that I used to call myself a liberal. But I can't call myself that anymore, because being a liberal now means all this weird fucking shit that I don't even know if I support it. I don't even know what the fuck it is. Like, do I have to learn new shit? I've kind of become more moderate, I guess. I mean, financially moderate, like, not as free spending, at least in my life, with the way I live my life. I'm not as free spending as I used to be. I'm more financially moderate. I'm definitely a lot more cautious about what I spend my money on, loaning money, anything. I think 2, 3, 4, 5 times about it. And that's how I've gotten to a point where even when unemployment failed me last year for probably 7 or 8 months, because of this whole big fuck up that I'm not even going to get into, I was able to keep the boat afloat in my house, on the internet, playing stocks and cryptocurrency. And then being conservative about what I spent my money on, and just kind of trying to see ahead as far as what these markets are doing. And believe me, don't ask me for advice, please. I mean, I guess maybe I could give you some minor advice about how to get started, but, like, I'm not any kind of, like, genius at any of this. I kind of just found my way into some of it. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I've kept my boat afloat on my own, even without the unemployment. And I don't even remember what I was saying that got me to that, because I'm high, very high. And that is why I'm doing this video. And honestly, like, I don't even know what I was just talking about. I've completely forgotten. And I'm just gonna keep going, and then I'm gonna watch this, and hopefully it'll be releasable because I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But I just have this huge rush of energy, where all of a sudden I feel like I'm able to separate myself from the rest of the world. And, I've had so many people, I was bullied as a kid, and I've had people pick on me, and I've been picked at by cops and people and made fun of, and had people tell me that, if I point across the room at a girl I like, tell me every reason why she's not gonna like me or what's going on. And it's just, everyone conveys their own shit onto everyone else, and we've got to stop doing that. We've got to stop pushing our negativity onto someone else. Like, we've got to learn how to be positive. And instead of saying, like, this is why you can't do that, like, why don't you say, like, this is why you can? It's like, why are we such a hateful fucking society? And it's like all this stuff about, trying to get like free college and feed people and give people a place to live. And everybody's like, oh, I'm not paying for that. And I'm like, aren't we all fucking human? Like, don't we do better when we all do good, right? Don't we do better when we're all like together for the common good? Instead of focusing on what sets us apart and the negativity and why we can't. How about thinking about why we can? And I've listened to people my whole life tell me about why I can't. And you know what? From this moment right now, I'm done. And I don't ever want anyone to tell me again why I cannot do something I want to do, why I cannot do what I want to do in my life, why I cannot get the pretty girl across the room, because you're focusing your negativity on other people because you don't believe in yourself, and misery loves company, and it's not right that we drag each other down anymore. And I just profoundly believe in collective consciousness, and that what's good for one is good for all of us. Like, why don't we just care about each other more instead of focusing on what divides us and splitting ourselves up into groups? And I'm a Democrat, I'm a Republican, I'm a white, right-handed Democratic heterosexual male, or I'm a fucking independent heterosexual cisgender, whatever. I don't even know. You're a human. You're a human. And think about, would you be beautiful if the words you spoke were written on your skin? Would you still be beautiful, like, to these beautiful women, like, that are actually mean if you try to speak to them? Like, would you still be beautiful if the words you spoke were written on your skin? Would you be beautiful to a blind person? Do you have a beautiful soul? That's what makes the difference. And I feel a very profound connection with my brothers and sisters of the human race. I empathize with other people's pain, and it just, and I see how people abuse animals, and I saw this thing today about people killing elephants, and it's just like, why are we so evil? We have outlived our usefulness. We have outlived our usefulness, just as we are. And I would just wish we could evolve into something beyond capitalists, where we had a little bit more love for each other, and where we could share everything that needs to be shared, and share all of the vital things that we need for life, And I guess I'm just finally getting to a point in my own life where I've had enough with the whole status quo and the whole structure of the world and the whole hierarchy and whatever it is that makes things go. I want to do shit my own way. I'm going to have my cake and I'm going to eat it too. And there isn't anyone that's going to stop me from doing what I want to do. I'm about to buy a house. And I am going to get my credit up. And even though I'm buying a house, I am still going to do travel jobs if I feel like it. And I'm going to travel when I feel like it. And I might have to go back to work, but I'm gonna work when I feel like it. Nobody's gonna tell me what to do. I'm not gonna walk around with a bad attitude, but when I'm walking into a situation, I'm gonna tell people, like, this is what you're getting. Like, I'm gonna kick fucking ass for you, like Bruce Lee kick fucking ass, you know? But I don't want to work on Sundays and Mondays because I like football, you know? And I only want to work a couple days a week because I got other stuff going on, you know? Like, but if you let me into your shit, it's gonna be better because I'm there. Whether it is as a bartender or as a DJ, if you let me into your shit, it's gonna be better because I am there. And I know that now. And I know that now because I have stopped listening to the things that people have told me about myself. I have stopped listening to negativity. And when people speak it to me, I just cut them right off. And I'm just not taking it anymore. I'm going to rise above all this. I'm going to get money. I'm going to have a Range Rover. I'm going to have a beautiful wife. I'm going to travel. I'm going to go to Dubai and go to the top of the Burj Khalifa and go to Bora Bora and Bali and wherever, like, you know, Thailand and all these beautiful places. I'm going to go everywhere. And I'm going to do everything I want to do. And this is me declaring that. This is me putting that out into the open, putting it into the universe, because it's going to come back. And I'm planting these seeds of positivity to grow the life I want. And that is all starting now. And you're all going to witness me ascend and do things that I now realize I can do. And if you thought that what I was doing before was cool, well, when COVID's over and I am able to really do the kind of stuff I want to do, you're gonna fucking be blown away. That's what's gonna happen. And I'm gonna stay modest, not gonna be an asshole, but I'm gonna be rich. And I don't know if I would want a mansion, but like, you know, a reasonable sized house. You know, I want some certain things. You know, I think about it. I've honestly been thinking about what I'm going to do when I have money. Because the money that I need to get what I want, that money, it already exists. All I gotta do is grab it and make it mine somehow. The woman that I'm going to marry exists. The house that I'm going to live in when I'm loaded with money either exists in its form or exists in the form of the lumber that will be used to build it. But everything that I need to work my way toward the pinnacle, wherever I decide that is, exists, and all these tools exist within the universe. And I'm going to use these tools to just create the perfect life. And you know, part of how I'm going to stay focused is my acupuncturist friend Paul. He's done wonders for me. Paul Lewis, South Jersey. I will put his thing in the comments under this, because if you are in this area, you need to see him. It doesn't matter whether you think you need it or not, you need it. Because a month ago, dude, I was feeling like fucking hell. I was so depressed, I felt like I was gonna die. And I've been to see him every week, and all of a sudden, dude, you know, I'm like ready to rock. And it's crazy what he's able to do for mental illness and for your spirit with these needles. Like, it's fucking crazy. But it's changed my life. And I just need to use the tools of the universe to get where I'm going. To build the staircase, to build the blocks, to get me up, And as long as I focus on moving myself up, 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 that's what I'm going to do. And that's what I want to do, and that's what's going to make me happy. At the same time, I want to travel and just do cool stuff. I want to be making money, but I don't want to be tied down. So how am I going to do that, right? I got to figure it out. Where's Zach? He was just here. I was going to put... Oh, there he is. Oh, come here. I was going to put him in the video. Hold on. Zach, come here, dude. They want to see you. I know they do. Everyone tells me they like you. Come here, man. Come here. Come see our fucking dad. Come see our dad. Okay. Hold on. He's not going to come. I know. I know. I know. There's a lot going on. I know. Ugh. But say hello to them. Say hello to everyone that's watching. Say hello. Say, I am Zach, and I am fat, and I have gained too much weight. And that's why Daddy has me on a diet now. And he doesn't like his diet, but he is such a good, sweet boy. I love him. I do. I love him so much. And if you look, he just kind of plunked. Sorry. He plunked right next to me. Just, yeah. Like, I went and grabbed him and started loving him, and he just plunked right down. Speaking of animals, dude, I had some shit last night. I rescued a dog. I was driving home from my friend Danny's house after watching the Sixers. And I rescued a dog. I saw this dog running in the middle of the road, and it ran right in front of a car. And I was like, oh my God. And then the dog ran to the side of the road, and it was looking around. And then it looked scared and lost. And I was like, you know what, man, this poor dog. I can't let this thing get hit. Like, if I just drive by, it's gonna get hit. Like, people around here are assholes. You can't depend on people around here to do the right thing. So I made a U-turn, hit my four ways, and I got out, and it's a pit bull, and I'm like, holy shit, it's gonna bite me. Fuck, god damn it. And then I was like, all right, well, I can't let him know that I'm scared because, like, dogs can sense that. So I was like, all right, cool, well, we're just going to be friends, I'm like, hey, what's up? And he laid down, and he was like, kind of looking at me and wagging his tail. And I was like, all right, fucking cool. So we became friends that fast, and I started petting him, and, he was cool. And, like, I went to get him in my car, and he, like, plopped down in the middle of the street and wants to play. And I'm like, dude, this is the road. You shouldn't be playing here. You shouldn't be lying here. Get in my car. So I got this dog into my passenger seat, and this is fucking sweet boy. It turns out that he was a sweet boy, and I wish I could have kept him, and I would have named him JoJo after Joel Embiid. I kind of still want him, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get him. Well, anyway. I drove him to Torigno's Bakery while I was driving down the street, kind of like aimlessly a little bit with this dog, and I'm like, fuck, well, I can't take him home to my apartment because the people that run these apartments are assholes. Which, you know what, hold on, I'm going to try and make sure to remember to tell you why. The cat situation. After I tell you the dog thing. Yeah, and I'm wearing Jordan, the GOAT. LeBron's not the fucking GOAT either. So I take this dog to the bakery. I pull in, and I'm like petting him, and I'm like, man, I don't want to fucking give this dog away. Like, I love it. It's already my dog. Like, it became my dog. Like, he knew I saved him. It was that fast that it happened. So anyway, hold on. So anyway, I'm trying to hang out with this dog at the bakery. Why is that so funny? God, I needed that laugh. And I'm glad that you guys were here to see it. Look, I'm just gonna tell you. I ate some mushrooms. I didn't even eat that many. Fuck. Man, these things are fabulous. I'm hanging out with this dog at the bakery. Okay. I don't know. I can't stop laughing. Oh, but it feels so good. I feel like jelly. I only took these things because I'm going on this vacation. I only took these things because I'm going on vacation soon. And I'm going to this trippy thing. And I wanted to bring these to make it more fun. And I actually had never eaten from this batch. And I've had it for like a year. And it's just like I ate a little bit. Just I wanted to test the potency because I haven't eaten it in like a year, and I want to make sure that if I'm able to align everything correctly, that when I'm going into this place, you know, that I was in the right state of mind to experience it. Meow Wolf. Anyway, so I decided to test these, and just to make sure that they still worked. And I don't even know what just happened, but yes, they work. Hi, Zach. Come here. Oh my goodness, you're so cute. Hi. You're so fat, though. Anyway, so I called. I ended up like Googling through my phone, looking at like trying to find animal control, because I don't want to call the cops because I'm afraid they'll shoot me or the dog or both of us. You know how that goes, you know, on TV, you see it. So I ended up calling a couple animal control people. I'm just getting answering machines, so I ended up having to call 911, and I was like, you guys need, you know, to get me to an animal control person, blah, blah, blah. And the guy showed up, and the craziest thing is, like, you know, I'm here, the dog is here in the passenger seat, and the cop comes up here, and kind of comes up, I start to roll the window down, and the dog jumped over me and like freaked out at the cop, and I was like, holy shit, like the dog was protecting me. Like I said, me and him clicked that fast, you know, like he was backing that person off, and I was like, oh my god, you know, I was like surprised. I couldn't believe like the ferocity that came out of him, you know, and I was like, wow, he's a really like loyal guy. I felt horrible having to give him away. I was like petting him, and anyway, I think I'm gonna go visit him. I think I'm gonna go visit him at the animal shelter. Put up an ad or a thing that I had found him, and no one's responded. No one's even looking for the dog, and it's fucking horrible because he's such a sweet animal. Okay. All right. Trying not to break into a laughing fit again. You know what I mean? So, I'm expecting the Vita Coco to help with that. I love this shit. You can buy it on Amazon too, and I put it in my mini fridge in my room. So the cat situation that I had written down here on an envelope. So I took responsibility for my buddy's cats after he died. Suicide. And I've had them in foster care. And then I decided, once I got kind of stuck in New Jersey and I was going to be here, and I was like, all right, I might as well just kind of get my roots here, and there's no reason I can't still, do my thing. So I kind of decided that I should have the cat. Since I've been here like a year, I'm like, if I've been sitting in the same place a year, why do I not have them? So I flew out to Colorado with my friend, mailed some cat carriers out there, some airline carriers. Flew out there with my friend, did some other shit, and then we each grabbed a cat, because I just couldn't see myself flying with a cat in each hand, and like, I just think it would have been difficult, So I brought my friend, and he carried one of the cats. He carried Mr. Orange. I carried Moonshine, because she's like delicate and nervous about everything. She's this little dainty. The calico. You've seen her pictures if you pay attention to my shit. So anyway, so I got them. I brought them here to where I'm living in this apartment, and I have Zach registered as an emotional support animal because actually he really is, and then I don't have to pay the fees that they institute for having a pet, because everything these motherfuckers want to charge you for, you can't have a pet. Like, again, going back to me saying I'm going to do what I want, I'm tired of, wherever this comes from. Like, I can't have multiple pets here, or I have to pay you to have a pet. I have to pay you to have one cat, and I cannot have another cat. Anyway, so I registered Zach as an ESA, so I don't pay for him. I sent her the paperwork and his vet certificate, and that was that. If anybody's having this kind of issue, you can do that. And I also know a girl that you can do that with. It'll cost you $150, but she'll call you on the phone, and talk to you kind of about why you think you need a support animal, and then send you your letter. She's licensed, and that $150 could save you your pet fee at your apartment, which shouldn't fucking exist anyway. They should charge fees for kids, those little fuckers. Like, they're the ones making noise and destroying shit, right? Fuck. I like my fucking little cat. So anyway, Zach's an ESA, and I decided to just be forward about one of the other two cats with the person that runs, this complex. If I'm thinking along the lines of, Zach is an emotional support animal. I'm not paying for him, therefore, he does not count. According to their policy, because if he counted as a cat, I'd be paying. He's an ESA. He has he has a medical responsibility or a medical status. He's like a prescription. It's like someone telling me that I couldn't have a prescription. Excuse me. So I was forward and I said, hey, my friend committed suicide, and I am he asked for me to care for his cat, and I'm going to take possession of his cat. And as of the next first of the month, I will send the deposit, which is $300, and I will send the $50 monthly cat rent. So the next month, I attached an extra $350, and I sent her this thing. And to be honest, I never looked for her response because I wasn't asking. I was telling her this is what I'm doing. Wasn't asking her permission. Because Zach's an ESA, he shouldn't fucking count. So anyway, I wasn't looking for a response, and then I sent the money, brought the cats, figured whatever, I'll pay for one, and if it comes down to it, I'll get Orange as an ESA for my mom, and then we'll have two ESAs, and one cat. According to the ADA, these ESAs should not count. The landlord threatens to evict us if I don't get rid of the cat. I'm sorry about your friend, but you've put your mother in danger of eviction by having these cats, or having this cat. And I'm like, are you fucking serious? My mom has lived here for like 8 years. She works in this complex, like cleaning it and helping out around here. What a fucking twat, right? Excuse my language. Anyway, hold on. So, now I have Zach, who's fucking handsome as hell, as you just saw here. And Mr. Orange and Moonshine, once again, are fucking fostered across town at my buddy Danny's house. Thank God I had somebody that would help me with these cats, because otherwise they would have fucking evicted us. So, they're fostered again, and that led to me looking into buying a house, and everything kind of happened from there, that okay, I should stay here, buy a house, put all the cats in one place, and if I buy something, then nobody can tell me that I can or cannot have 3 cats. Fucking serious? Like, Moonshine is like a 7-pound calico. She doesn't do anything. She's not even big enough to do anything. Fucking evict me. Anyway, it just gets to me about that, you know. Fuck. Sorry. But anyway, I've been going for like 37 minutes, so I probably should stop. But yeah, it's time for a new, this is a new beginning. Like, I'm gonna start doing some new things. I have some ideas, and I meant to start with these ideas today, but I just woke up feeling like shit because I haven't been eating right, and I beat myself to hell. And if you know me, then you know that. This week I'm gonna get started on the things that are gonna take me where I'm going, and we're just gonna cross our fingers because I've got some things in the pipe. So hopefully you'll be watching me get rich, and when I am, I'm gonna remember the people that stood behind me, and I'm gonna remember the people that talked shit. Thanks for watching, and have a good night.